stop, right there. Did you feel that? That micro pause in your chest? That split second where your brain just glitched? That wasn't an accident. That was engineering. And for the next 10 minutes, we're going to dissect exactly why some shapes don't just exist in space, they weaponize it. Let's get primal for a second. Cave painting primal. Your ancestors, the ones who survived long enough to eventually create you, they had a very specific checklist. And at the top, curves that signaled health, fertility, and genetic jackpot. The waist-to-hip ratio? That's not fashion. That's code. Biological source code written in the language of survival. A 0.7 ratio, where the waist measures roughly 70% of the hips, lights up the primal brain like a slot machine hitting triple sevens. Why? Because for thousands of years, those proportions meant one thing: life continues here. But here's where it gets interesting. Evolution is a con artist. It convinced you that you have preferences, that you're making choices. But really, your DNA is running the show from the back office, pushing buttons, pulling levers, making you stare at certain shapes like you're hypnotized. And the wildest part? She knows. Not consciously, maybe, but somewhere deep in the operating system, every woman with curves understands she's carrying something ancient, something powerful, something that can make a grown adult forget how to complete a sentence. This is your biology betraying you in real time. And honestly, you never stood a chance. All right, freeze frame. Let's talk mechanics. When a woman with curves walks, she's not just moving from point A to point B. She's conducting an orchestra of physics that would make Newton need a cold shower. Every step creates what biomechanics nerds call kinetic oscillation. That's fancy talk for everything moves in ways that shouldn't be legal. Watch the sequence. Heel strike. The impact travels up the leg, hits the hip, creates lateral displacement. The hip lifts and rotates, not because she's trying, but because female pelvic structure is literally built for this. The waist compensates, creating that signature S-curve in the spine. The opposite shoulder drops slightly for balance. The arms swing in counterpoint. And the whole thing, this entire biomechanical symphony, happens in less than 1 second. It's not a walk, it's of balance, of control, of, yes, I know exactly what I'm doing to your nervous system right now. And that look, that's her calling your bluff. That's her saying, I felt you watching. Did you really think you were subtle? Game over. You lost before you started. But let's complicate this, because it's not just about having curves. Plenty of people have the geometry, but zero gravity. The real secret? The performance. The of it. Think about it. A curved body at rest is beautiful, sure, but a curved body in motion, worn by someone who understands their power, that's not beauty anymore. This is where confidence enters the equation. And confidence, real confidence, is the difference between a sports car in a garage and a sports car at full speed on an open road. The curves are the vehicle. Confidence is the driver. And when those two things combine, when the body is by someone who knows its value, who moves without apology, who smiles like they're in on a joke the rest of us haven't figured out yet, that's alchemy. That's the secret formula. That's why some women walk into a room and the entire atmosphere changes. She's not performing you. That's the twist. She's performing for herself. You just happen to have a front row seat. And that indifference to your approval, while simultaneously being impossible to ignore, is the most seductive thing in the world. Let's get technical for a minute. What's actually happening in your brain when you see curves in motion? Your visual cortex processes the shape instantly. Before you're even conscious of seeing anything, your brain has already calculated ratios, assessed symmetry, cross-referenced with evolutionary templates. Then, the limbic system, your emotional center, kicks in. Dopamine starts flowing. Your reward circuits light up like a pinball machine. Your amygdala, the part that handles emotional memory, starts filing this image under important, revisit later. Meanwhile, your prefrontal cortex, the rational part that's supposed to be in charge, is basically just going, hey, I'm still here. Guys? Anyone? No? Okay, cool. I'll just wait. You're not weak-willed. Your brain is literally hijacked. Neurologically, you're experiencing the same reward cascade as eating chocolate or winning money. Except this reward has a signature, a fragrance, and the confidence to maintain eye contact while your entire nervous system reboots. Science calls this biological imperative. I call it the moment you realize you've been outmaneuvered by evolution. Now here's where it gets culturally spicy. Different eras, different cultures, different beauty standards, right? The 90s loved heroin chic. The 1950s loved hourglass figures. Ancient Greece loved athletic builds. But here's the thing nobody talks about. Curves never left the conversation. Even when fashion magazines were promoting bodies shaped like teenage boys, guess what was still dominating art, music videos, and every culture that wasn't obsessed with runway models? Curves, always curves. From Brazilian samba dancers to Bollywood stars, from Renaissance paintings to hip-hop videos, from African sculptures to pin-up art. The curved feminine form has been the most consistently celebrated shape in human history. Beauty standards change. But biology is playing the long game, and biology loves curves. So when someone tells you beauty is entirely cultural, they're half right. Culture picks the details, the height, the skin tone, the hair. But the curves? Those are hardwired. Those transcend trends. Those are speaking a language older than language itself. So here we are, 10 minutes into understanding why some shapes stop time. And if you've stuck around this long, you get it. This isn't objectification. This is appreciation at the intersection of art, science, and honest human experience. The curved body, especially one worn by someone who understands its power, isn't just aesthetically pleasing. It's culturally significant. It's biologically purposeful. It's a walking reminder that beauty isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about owning your space so completely that the space rearranges itself around you. It's about understanding that your shape, whatever shape that is not something to apologize for. It's something to wield. To the women watching who have curves and carry them like credentials, you're not distracting anyone. You're elevating the landscape. You're the reason people believe in things they can't explain. Keep walking like you choreographed gravity. Keep smiling like you know something we don't. Keep being the reason people forget their sentences mid-word. Because some art doesn't belong in museums. Some art walks, breathes, and occasionally makes eye contact that rewrites someone's entire afternoon. If this made you think, feel, or forget what you were about to say, hit subscribe. We're exploring the science, art, and honest truth about attraction, confidence, and what makes us human. Until next time, stay curious, stay respectful, and remember, physics doesn't lie, but it definitely knows how to flirt.